Hey everyone, welcome to our Bitcoin video today. Apologies ahead of time. I'm still a little bit under the weather. I'm a little better than I was yesterday, so I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep this rather short. Basically, I don't want to cover all of the things that we discussed in the video yesterday, but I want to answer a question that comes up pretty often, and that is, when is the trend reversing? So there's a lot of things that have to happen for a trend to reverse. And before I get into that, of course, this isn't financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. You're responsible for your own trades, managing your own risk, doing your own research. I'm just giving my opinion. And all right, so I'm going to pop into the chart, and we see Bitcoin here. Um, this is a trend that a lot of people have been keeping an eye on. We have a little bit of a bullish overthrow that we saw in this, over the weekend. And then, we had a rejection, a 10K rejection. So now what's happening here? Are we actually reversing? What's going on? So there's a couple things. I don't want to make people think that we're reversing here because what a lot of people were seeing back in this range back here, if we kind of move into this and ignore what's over to the right there, what a lot of people were talking about over here is, okay, well, what we are basically doing here, we've got a shoulder, we've got a head, and we've got another shoulder forming. And we had a good rejection here, lots of support in this area, and then obviously we moved higher. So I don't want to get caught up too much in head and shoulders, um, even though that's what it kind of looks like is being formed over here right now. It's not, it looks like it, but it's not really valid. And even if it was, we should be rejecting here, any minute now and coming down. But I don't think that's what's happening here. I actually think we're going to be pushing a little bit higher. And the reason why I say that is because, we were talking about this the last time we saw the 1 hour and the 3 hour down here in oversold conditions. It was all the way back here at this price. So back here at about 9,100, and now we're seeing it again here at about 9,750. We saw that again. The time we saw before that was back here at 8,300. We know about this. I talk about this all the time. And the time before that, when we saw it, was back here. We saw it at 7,700. And the time before that was back here, and that was at 6,900. I mean, I could go on and on and on. Yes, we had some false readings back here in this price range, but nonetheless, even if you bought here, look at where you would be right now. Okay, um, and just by the way, if you want access to this indicator, just hop on our Discord, and you can see all of the details on the BitDoctor indicator right inside the Discord. If you have any questions about it, just ping me, and I can answer those for you. But nonetheless, we saw that same setup again back here. Unfortunately, I was asleep when this was happening, so I didn't take advantage of this price action, but this was looking pretty good. I was questioning putting in buys back here, but the trifecta didn't really line up properly. We did see some bullish divergence on the hourly, so we had lower lows, and then at least on the RSI, which is this pink indicator, we had a little bit of higher lows, and at least on the stochastic, it didn't really show much of a divergence. But the reason why everybody's here is how do we know if this is a trend reversal? All right, so first off, I'm looking at the Bitstamp chart, and I'm doing this because it does tend to be a little more stable than BitMEX, where you have some overthrows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my Fibonacci from the top to the bottom here, and this 50, that $9,950, if we are able to overtake $9,950, like closing a 4-hour candle above it, I don't think we have a trend reversal. It is very possible that we have a defined trading range here, and we're going to be here for a while. And this trading range for me is sitting from this high up here and it's going to go down to this low right here. So in my opinion, right now, this down here is liquidity pool, and if we come above this, it's probably going to be liquidity as well. That's going to be right over $10,000. Very possible that we stay within this range for a while and just wait for this to sort of play out. But I would say that it is likely that we come up to 99.50, very possible we come up to 10,000. One thing I can say here is the hourly is starting to work its way up into overbought territory, so it would not surprise me one bit to come up here and then come down again. The 3 hour has crossed bullish. But for this to come back down here again is likely to happen down here at that 9,700 range. It's possible for that to come back down here. So I'm being very cautious with my entries. I did open up a long position right around this area when I woke up, and so I'm looking to see what happens up here. If we look like we're starting to curl, I'll probably be kind of taking some off of that position and then doing a dollar cost average down here, because I do believe that we will see a push back up to 99.50, 10,000 again. But ultimately, our algo target here is still sitting at 9,600. 9,600. And I don't think we get down there until I'll call them whale bids. There's large orders down in the 96 to 9,700 range, and I don't think we get down there until those orders give up. So it's very possible we sit here between 9,700 and 10,000 for a couple days, and that's going to be okay. But if we do start creating if we do start creating lower highs and lower lows, then I do think that we will start to see a trend reversal. So let me just outline what I want to see for a trend reversal. So we already have a low, and then we're working on making a high. So if we do this, we are now creating a lower high, and then we need to create a lower low. So that would be creating a lower low. Then if we create another lower high, then I believe that we potentially have a trend reversal. But until that happens, I'm not ready to say that. I'm not ready to say we have a trend reversal. I know yesterday in my video I was saying that 10,200 was potentially the top, and I'm just kind of waiting for confirmation on that. And if we are reversing trend, then it is very, very possible that we do see a move back down to 8,200, where we've got enormous support down here, 82 to 8,300. So you're going to have plenty of an opportunity to get long again, and also plenty of opportunity to short. So if we break down through this trend line here, that would be another indication this is going to be a break of 96.50. That would signify that we are probably going to fall a bit, and our target for that, if we go from the low to the 10,200 high, we're probably going to come back to 8,100, maybe down here to 76, 75, 7,700. Lots of confluence here. Taking a look at the 4-hour time frame, let's just take a look at this, because we do have some important support and resistance levels that match up with these fib levels as well. So as far as the 618 goes, we've got lots of support and resistance here. I mean, you can tell that this is going to be enormous support coming down. So we've got resistance here. We've got resistance again. We've got more resistance. We've got more resistance, and we've tested it one time. So if we come back down to it, I would fully expect this to be tremendous support. Looking at the 50, which is another high probability retracement zone, we've got a good cluster right here, but nothing that's as strong as this 618. So these are the things that I'm going to be paying attention to if we do start making lower lows and lower highs. So that's going to be what I'm going to be paying attention to. If this video did help you in any way, shape, or form, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a good day, good afternoon, and a good evening.